Hey folks, welcome back to the Talos Principle. Now I know last time we said we would continue with Area 6, but I was curious, so I did a little bit of Google searching, and it turns out the advice given for people asking about do you need to backtrack later in the game to get things, is there something that unlocks? Without spoiling anything, the commenters in the thread I found said, no, if you've unlocked all the tools in an area, you have everything you need to get the stars and the more difficult sigil items. All you need to do is think outside the box. So, this is going to be a bit of a cut and paste episode. I'm going to go looking around for the pieces we've missed, and, you know, it's going to take me a lot of time, so I'm going to record everything and then paste together what I can of how I end up figuring out the solutions, assuming I do, which, you know, I may not. So, that said, I'm going to head to Area 1 here and try to figure out how to get this star, and we'll see you in a bit. So we're here in Area 1. We've gone past the gate that opens by the hidden switch, and here's the star. So we've got to find some way to get a jammer here. So I'm going to look around, see if I can figure out a way to jailbreak a jammer and bring it here, and we'll see if we can grab this star. Oh, I've done it. Oh, okay. I gotta show you guys what I did. So back at the start of Area 1, there's a puzzle. Yeah, back when we came through here, there was a way to bring this jammer with us. And then if you come through here and unlock this little switch, the door opens. And I can just bring the jammer in here. And Bob's your uncle. There we go. We got star. Okay. All right. Man, I don't know why, but for some reason, I forgot that we had this extra one. If you go back to episode 1, we had an extra one. I was like, I wonder if I'm supposed to have this. I wonder if I can do anything with it. And I just, I realized if I went back and got it and brought it through... Or, well, I didn't realize that. I was carrying it around. I went back to get it, carrying it around, and then I saw, wait a minute, I can take it through. So anyway, there's star 1, and I'm gonna head back to the temple and check out the next one. Man, that I gotta tell you, hang on, let me check. I think it took me about an hour. About an hour of running around here trying to figure out, how do I get a jammer out of one of the purple doors? Turns out you don't. You take the one that's not in the purple door, and you take that directly to the Stargate. Anyway, there's star 1. Next up, I guess, is the second star here at 3. Or wait, did we have one at 2? Yeah, was this the one with the clock puzzle? I'm not sure. Well, we'll see in a bit when we figure this one out. Okay, so we're here on Island 2, or Area 2. And behind the teleporter, there's this locked door. I'm not sure if I noticed it earlier. But there might be a star in here. It feels like there wouldn't be a locked door if you couldn't find a key somewhere. So yeah, that's the first thing. There's a locked door somewhere, well, right here on the island. And there's got to be a key somewhere, so... That's what I'm looking for now. Okay, so I found something else that I haven't seen before. There's some paint here. This is out behind... So from the... Hold on, let me get back to the teleporter. Yeah. So from the teleporter, directly behind us is the door that we don't have a key to open. And then to the left here is the star. This is in Area 2. And then, if we come out here, past What was this? The green L? Through this little colonnade here. There's actually a bit that... There's a bit more that I missed, I think, the first time I was here. There's this area, which I definitely missed the first time through. Which has a bucket of paint that we can take for some reason. Like, why would I carry this around? And what would I need it for? We can kind of drop it wherever we want. All right, well... No closer to getting the star at the moment, but we found some paint, so there's that. Okay, so I've been running around with the paint bucket, and we found one of these QR codes that doesn't seem to have any meaning. And when I go nearby, it lets me paint a message. Not sure whether I'm writing my own QR code or what this is going to do, but let's see. Select a message. I have no idea what's going on, do you? The certification program is a sham. What does a computer know about humanity? I have traveled to the edge of the known world. Though it seems to stretch on forever, our domain is much less than we imagined. The tools to overcome this place have been provided to us. We only need to learn how to use them. You'll be needing a special device to solve this one. Have you tried crossing the laser beams? Okay, so I don't know whether this is some sort of multiplayer, like kind of like messages in Souls games. I don't know what this is. This is true. If you go to the edge of the water, it tells you can't go any further. This one I think is true, but I only know that for sure because of the internet. It literally told me that when I looked this up earlier. This is a troll message. So is this one. I guess we'll paint this and see what it does. Leave your mark. Tell the others what you think. This one's still blank. Huh. And the paint has now been used up. So that was not about the unfortunately that was not about the star. I'll keep looking and we'll see you when I figure something else out. Yes. Okay. So, I went into... I was thinking about the keys, right? And we know that we can't take, jammers and boxes and whatnot through the purple portals. But I thought, wait a minute, didn't one of these puzzles have a set of keys? Maybe I can take the keys out of the puzzle, even if I can't take the jammers out. So we come in here, we get this key. Now let me see if I can exit without using it to unlock anything, which I did when I originally solved the puzzle to get the piece. So if I just walk out here, do I keep the key? No, it's gone. Damn, I thought I had something. Okay. So we do know there's a key in there. Is there a way for me to get out without going through the purple portal? So if I come back in here, I can go get the keys. Oh, dear. I think... Okay, I have to reset, I guess. I could get the keys and come out. Look at that. Okay. So I might have to kill myself here to reset the whole thing. Yeah, I think I do. Okay, alright. I think we're about to get the star here. Okay, so, you come into this puzzle, the guards must be crazy. And then you gotta snatch this. To let him patrol past you. And you go snatch it up. You let him go back again. I don't think he goes far enough here, right? He's about to bump backwards. Yeah, it's not quite far enough. So we let him go. And we inch past him to the left here. Okay, now we're good. We freeze him. We ignore the rest of the puzzle, go get the keys. And take the ladder out, right? Yes! Now we have the key, baby. All right. And I bet you anything there's a jammer in here that we can get access to. There it is. Yeah! All right. Second star is ours. Very nice. Okay. So that should complete Island 2, or Area 2. Yep, everything's done. Back to the temple we go, and I'll see you in the next area. Alright, so we've returned to Area 3 here. And this is the one with the columns with the numbers 1 through 24 in a circle around the teleporter area. We have one more star to find, and I have to imagine that has something to do with it, but I'm not quite sure yet. If we have a hint or a clue somewhere in the level that gives us some sort of sense of how to approach this. So I guess I'm just going to start by hitting every single button and seeing what that does, and then exploring around to see if I can find anything with numbers in it. We do have the terminal here, but after reviewing the 3 local archives, I didn't see anything that particularly seemed to jump out at me as some sort of hour-based hint. We also have this QR code with no message in it, so probably gonna have to do quite a bit of exploration here to get into every corner of the areas available to see if I can find a hint. But like I said, for now I'll start by just pushing every button and seeing what happens. Okay, so right away as I started here, I noticed something interesting, something I wasn't expecting. So it's a little bit hard to see, but if I click this button, it goes in. This is the 1. If I click the 2 button, it goes in, and 1 remains pressed here. But if I now come over to 3 and click this, it auto unclicks itself, and now if we go back, 2 is no longer depressed, and 1 is no longer depressed. It's sort of, you can see that I can push it in again. So 1, 2, everything resets. So there may be some sort of pattern or some set of numbers we need to press that will allow us to either depress all the buttons or press some sequence of buttons. That's the first piece of information that I've got. We'll keep going, and I'll let you know when I find more. Okay, a little further exploration, and I think I understand what's happening here. You can press up to 3 buttons. You can have 3 columns selected or buttons pressed. If you don't pick the right 3, everything resets. So we're looking, I think, for 3 numbers, or at least 3 numbers to get started with. If we can find them and depress them, something might happen. But it doesn't really matter. If I click 5, it goes in. If I click 8, it goes in. And then as soon as I press any 3rd button here, the whole pattern resets. So we're looking for 3 numbers. Not quite sure which 3 numbers or how I'm going to find them, but that seems to be the goal. Ah. Okay, there's some more paint here. So last time, this didn't have much to do with solving the puzzle, but I've been back through all the purple doors and haven't found any numbers or anything that might construe a hint. So perhaps we'll try to use this now and see whether it reveals anything of interest. We have the one non-responsive or unreadable QR code here. I don't know where else I could paint, but I guess I'm going to carry this around the level for a bit now and see if I can find somewhere. Okay, there's two places I can paint a message here. It's near one of these doors. Ah, here we go. I think this is probably what I was looking for. Yeah, so I can paint a message next to this, I suppose. Sheep V69 said, "It's clear I'm not the first to walk this path. In fact, the whole thing seems to have been consciously designed. But by the voice in the sky or some other force?" Now this is interesting. Is it me, or are these are the same messages we got last time, except that one of them has been removed, the one we already painted. I think currently our frustration is mostly about the certification program, so let's paint this message. Interestingly enough, our version number keeps going up. Our minor version, we're at v99.5.30 now. That doesn't really help me solve the star, but yeah. So I've been all around the 4 puzzle rooms on this area, and none of them seem to have a hint about how to use or how to do the columns, how to solve the column puzzle. So I'm back to just pressing buttons randomly and hoping that something happens. It's not really... I'm not optimistic at the moment, but I'm going to persevere, so we'll see in a bit. It sort of has to have something to do with... I mean, there has to be a reason there are 24, right? I mean, that's a very specific number, and they're arranged in a circle. That immediately brings to mind a clock. So... we don't have any time references, though. And we can't read this QR code, so... not sure what that's meant to be. So, if this were a 12-hour clock, there would be puzzles at noon, or midnight, 3, 6, and 9. Maybe I'll just hit 3, 6, and 9 to start? I really ought to go and hit every single button at least once. Alright, there's 3. Here's 6. And here's 9. No. Yeah, the thing that bothers me about this one is I really don't have... I feel like I've done a pretty thorough exploration, but I really don't have any kind of clue. I haven't found anything that could reference a number or a pattern or anything that could be considered a clue on how to solve this. I mean, maybe it's a perspective, you know, like maybe it's something to do with that. But then if I move over here, it's over that one. So... yeah, I just don't have... I'm grasping for any kind of starting point to solve this, other than randomly pressing buttons and hoping I accidentally get the right combination. Could I be meant to count something? Count something? Count, like, the number of headless statues, or count... but there's, like... you could count whatever you wanted, right? There's no clue that, like, hey, count the number of trees or count the number of statues. There's nothing like that. I mean, I must have missed something. The developers would not make a puzzle where you have to randomly guess a combination of 3 values with no hint whatsoever. But for the life of me, I cannot figure out what it is. Okay, folks, so this one was really stumping me, and I admit, I went and looked for a hint. And the hint was that you had to come to this invisible message and translate it yourself. You had to get your phone out and scan it and turn it into a message. So I'll show you what the message is right now on the video. I feel like this is a little bit... I feel like this is a little bit too much, I guess. How do I put this? So early on in the game, when we saw the QR codes, I'm pretty dang sure they looked like fake QR codes to me. I don't remember why, but I remember thinking, I specifically remember saying at some point, that's not a real QR code, right? The format was different. And so it wasn't something that you could actually translate. Now, to be fair, I did not test it myself. But this seems like a little bit excessive to me to force you to, like, go download an app to translate a QR code just to play a video game. It seems like a lot of extra work. Anyway, this message has a bunch of code in it that, you know, doesn't really help us as is. We've seen other messages in some of the archives. If we go and look here, I'm trying to remember where one was. So something like that, that's more of an HTML glitch, but like something like this down here, that could be something we could translate. Yeah, we couldn't do LZ9. I know there were other places where we had, yeah, stuff like this, right? I suppose if I really wanted to, I could type all of this into an ASCII translator and get the values for that as well. But like, I can't copy and paste this. I'd have to do it manually by hand, so I haven't gotten to it. But to solve this puzzle, I think we are going to have to plug these values into an ASCII translator to see what we get. So I'll be back in a second with that translation. Okay, so the numbers were encoded as hex, and translating them to ASCII gave us this value that I'm showing you now. This was the translation of those hex values. I'm, how do I put this? I'm a little reluctant to type out all the text in the game that has been similarly translated into hex code. It would take forever and be a big problem. But at least we have a hint now. So the numbers we have are 7, 20, and 18. Right? 7, 20, and 18. So if I put those in, I think I'm about to get this star. This one, this one I'm not happy with. I feel like there's limits to what you should expect the player to do, and stepping completely outside of the game, and like, there's going to be a ton of people who don't have a computer science background who just won't even recognize a hex string, and will not be able to get this on their own. I mean, to be fair, I couldn't get it on my own. I had to look up a hint. This one feels like way, way, way too complicated and difficult. And I get that, you know, as the gamer, as the player, I'm not, the developer doesn't owe me anything, right? I mean, they owe me a game they owe me a game that is functional and complete and that matches what they've promised on their store page. But they don't owe me the right or the freedom to get every single puzzle, right? They don't owe me that. And I can understand, like, going the extra mile to make a super difficult puzzle, but this early in the game to have a puzzle that requires computer science knowledge and requires you to have an app on your phone, to have a phone for that matter? Like, what if you're a 12-year-old kid playing this game? You're never, ever going to do this without help, without cheating. And it takes away a sense of accomplishment. It takes away the sense of fun to do that. So this particular star, I feel a little bit much, but at least having gone through this process, I understand just how far the developers are willing to go. So some of these later ones, we might need some hints, because this is just over the top. Anyway, 7, 20, and what did I say? Hang on, I gotta go look at it one more time. I think it was 7, 20, and 18. So here's 7. And then let's go hit 20 and 18. Here's 20. Did I already hit 18? Oh, it's starting, but it's not done. All right, now I need to hit 18. Oh, I must have already hit 18 when I was messing around earlier. Okay, so we've drained the water. And here we go. Here's the door down. Okay, yeah, this one I'm a little unhappy with, but we got it with a hint. So I guess now we head off to Island 4 and hope it's not quite as bad. We'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, so after that last puzzle, I decided maybe if the developers are willing to go that far for a puzzle, maybe some of these hex values in the documents we found are worth translating. Maybe they'll give us some lore or secrets or something that we need to know for a later puzzle. I'm not entirely certain, but I went through the tedious process of typing out each of these hex strings and translating it online and producing these images to show you guys what the translations were. So the first document was some notes that user Alexis, I guess, had made, or Alex16 had made, possibly for a book report or philosophy class. This might be Alexandra. I'm not sure. Her handle might have been Alex16. It's possible. But the only real translation here is this string says, "Truth was the only daughter of time." And that doesn't fit within the flow of the document, so it's part of the corruption. It's either from elsewhere in the document or from another document entirely. Next up, we have this poem by Milton, which was corrupted. We can see that part of another poem got jumbled in here, where it says, "The road of excess leads to the palace of wisdom." Again, not super lore valent or all that interesting, but it is what's there, so I thought I'd show it to you since I went to the work of creating this. Over here, we have a syllabus, and this is going through no one, here's the thought experiment, and write a 1,500 to 2,000 word essay. 26 is the final deadline. No extensions will be granted. Submit via email or facebook.com/crow. This is obviously Crow Team, their Facebook page. They're the developers of the game. So that's more of an Easter egg than a lore hint or lore secret. Over here, we have another reference to Jurassic Park. This quote from Ian Malcolm embedded into this progress report 1. So I was sort of hoping as I translated this, Arcades team are already working something, but you don't really need to worry about the teams getting each other's way. I was hoping we'd get more insight into what is going on in the before time, like what actually happened. But it's just a meme. Over here, this was a mail from Arcady to pretty much the entire team. Almost all of it was non-readable here, obviously. There was the hint about preserve the non-biological components, and this sort of gave us, this was the first document that gave us some sort of clues as to what we thought might be going on. But the strings here just translate to some of the holy words that Elohim is ranting about. "For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind." So, yeah, all of the past world will be lost. The new world will be the new world, and that'll be what you get, I guess. Next, we have this fragment from Stratton of Stagira, and this section down here translates to "the unexamined life is not worth living." So another chunk of philosophical rambling or postulating, I guess, is the gerund I'm looking for. Not super interesting. This just translates to "error files missing." And then this is another Easter egg. So Alex is sending out a progress report to the mailing list saying about, okay, we're going to go with an existing game engine for the simulation. After some back and forth, we've decided to use the Sirius Engine 7.5, which Crow Team have kindly made available to us. So there's another little Easter egg. And that's the end of the documents that I've found so far that have hex strings in them. I don't know. Given what we found, it's mostly just snippets of philosophy nonsense or little Easter eggs about Crow Team. So I'm not sure if I'll go forth and continue this moving forward, but I did the work, so I wanted to show you guys what I'd found so far. Okay, so here we are in Area 4, looking for another star. I guess this will be our 7th one. We've already found all 4 puzzle pieces. I don't remember if I found a star here that I couldn't retrieve or if I never even found it in the first place, but I'm off to explore. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, so in one of the puzzle rooms, we do have this star. I remember this one now. I assume you guys do as well. And we need to find a way to get a red beam here. So my assumption is we have to find a way to send a beam over the walls and down towards this this red light lock thing. So we can start by maneuvering the one beam connector, or the two beam connectors that we do have, such that if we can find a beam to put over the wall, I guess we can do something like this. We can set it up so that if we can fire a beam from somewhere else in the level, maybe over there, or I'm not sure. We do have a connector available to connect to. I'm not sure where the best place to put it is. So I guess it would have to come down from maybe that one over there. Yeah, there's a connector over there. So let's see if we can't connect these two up. So we can select that. And we connect it to that. And put it down. Okay, so now if we can fire a red beam towards that, this will open up. So let's leave and see if we can go find where we can aim a red beam at that. Probably in another puzzle room. I don't think I'm going to need too many more edits here. I think we've already found the solution, basically. I just need to find a red beam that I can point at that. So let's go in here. Do we have a red beam here? We have a blue beam. No, just blue beams. Nothing red. All right. Let me keep an eye on... It's over there. All right. So maybe in here? Yes, here we have a red beam. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this. Now, where can we see it from? Or can we see it at all? Okay, hold on. Let me go get another look at where it is. So it's over there. From where could we possibly see it? Can't quite tell. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Seems like our view of it is blocked from here. If it's visible, it would be just a teeny tiny little bit somewhere. Maybe through those tree branches? This might not be the place from where we send it. Let me go get one more look. Where is it? It's well over to the left of where I was looking. So it's by that big tree. It's over there. Like, it might be... Is that it? I think that's it. I think that column is it. But we can't see it from this location. We can't aim the beam at it. Is there anywhere we could aim the beam at it? Where is it? It's... Yeah, it's right there. So everything in here is kind of blocking our ability to aim a beam that way. So there might be one more red beam, or possibly we could see it from inside here. Let's get this cracked open first. Why isn't this open? Oh, we need the red beam as well, don't we? Okay. So this one has to come around, like so. Are both of these translated? Yeah. Okay. And then if we move this here, we can get in there. But can we see the pillar from in here anywhere? I don't think so. All right, so it must not be this one. So it's all the way over there. So we must be able to do it from here, I guess. Unless we can, above all that, I wonder if that's a hint. I wonder if we can shoot a beam out of the door. Okay, hold on. Yes, I can see it from here. All right, excellent. Let's see. Where is it? It's right there. Okay, there we go. We've got it. Now, where's the red one? Not quite. That's hitting the wall. We need to move it. It's very finicky. We're so close. Is there a box I can pop it on? Like if we move further back, it's a little bit more visible. That, I think, is actually hitting it. Yeah, that's hitting it right there. So if we place it right here... Now that's blocked by a... Nope. I think it's... it's not quite there. Move it a little bit to the left, like that. Not quite hitting it. It's too far. So I think it depends where I'm holding it when I connect it. It's not quite right. And this is really finicky. Is that hitting it? Yes, that's hitting it. Okay, we've got it. Do we have it? No, it wait, what happened? It disappeared. Did my passage through the door reset it? Or what? So wait a minute. While we're here, it seems to be working. But then if we step out of the door... Yeah, it's still working now. Oh, is that a different one than I think it is? Okay, that is hitting that. Where is it sending it though? Is that that's not the one that I thought it was. That's not the original. Hold on, let me go. Okay, maybe we go now into this next puzzle and redirect it a second time. Yeah, okay. All right. So we come in here. And now we have access to... Where is it pointing it? Over there at the blue door. That's weird. Okay, so we're aiming it at the wrong one. Can we snatch this up here? And intercept this somehow? What if we do this? It's... Okay, it's blocked a little bit. Hold on. Move this way. Where's the... Yeah, it's up there. Is that working? Yeah, that's working. Okay. I think we got it. But am I trapped in here? Can I not get out? Yikes. I can't get out. Is there another connector? Oh, man. We're so close, but I can't escape now. All right, hold on. Is there another connector in here? No. Yikes. If we aim that up at there, it'll open the thing, but we don't want that. So this is how I exit. So I have to have that... I have to have that enabled. But I need another... Yeah, I need another connector in here. Man, we're so close. Or I need some way to get out. Maybe... This is tricky. I mean, we can open the Stargate, but we can't leave this area. So there's got to be... Wouldn't there be another... Can I connect this to more than one thing? Hold on. I can connect it to both, so that's something. What does that buy me? Not much. We've only got the one connector. And I need the blue light to leave this area. So... Okay, we're close. We're close. I'm going to think about this for a minute and get back to you guys. Oh, okay. I think I've got it now. So we've got this aimed at the wrong connector. So we don't actually need that middle one. So we take this and we aim it at the right one. Okay, I think now we've got it. So that the thing that I had it aimed at first was a red herring or a mistake. Yeah. Look, we've got it. Yes. Here we go. All right. 4th star. Cool. All right. So guys, I'm going to head to Area 5 now, and we'll see you in a bit. Okay, so we're back in Area 5, and you guys may recall this one. It was pretty recent. We have a star here in a little area, blocked off by a gate, but we've never been able to find a way even to approach the gate. There has to be some way to get there, but at the moment, I've jumped around a lot in the episode where I first found this, but I never found a way to get to the gate there. So the first trick is going to be trying to find out how to get there, and then if we can figure that out, how to get past the gate, either jumping over the wall with the 2 boxes that we have, or finding a jammer that will let us open the gate. This here says, if the designer is perfect and he designed me for a purpose, I must be fit for that purpose. Follows that my purpose must not be to seek and hoard every sigil in his land, for so many are beyond the faculties he granted me. Yeah, Faith gave up on this star, for sure. So I'm gonna, now that we know what we're trying to do, I'm gonna explore around a little bit more and try and figure out a way to get towards that blue gate. We'll see in a bit. Okay, so I've placed a box here, and right off the bat we can see there's a wire. So this I didn't see before. This wire is connecting up. There's the gate. We still don't know how to get inside this area. It does look like there's a red light beam connector there, which I may not have noticed either. But if we can trace this wire, perhaps we can find a switch. Looks like it goes down and then under. And then where? It goes down there. Does it go under the ground here? Ah, okay, we found something. All right, so what did that... Ooh, hello. Okay, all right, this is progress. So the boxes helped me find, or the one box helped me find that switch. Now we got to figure out how to get a red light beam here, which could be pretty tough. We do have a connector, but I don't remember seeing anything high up. I'm just gonna kind of scan around and see if I can see anything high up that I could maybe connect this to at some later date or from some other location. Something high up that could go over walls, so we could find our way towards... Yeah, I haven't seen... I don't remember where the light beams are in this area. Obviously, we need to connect that. There weren't any light beams in this puzzle, I don't think, so I think we need to go over the walls. But, okay, finding that switch isn't... Wait a minute, what's that over there? Hold on. Hello. Okay, all right. Love it. Okay, this is more like what I want from a puzzle, right? You don't have to go find a website or have a smartphone. You just figure it out by being observant. There we go. Area 5, Star 5 done. And with that, we're heading back to Area 6, where we have some basic puzzles and the star as well. So, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Everything except that clock puzzle, that 24 puzzle that the eagle has landed, I've done on my own, and I'm pretty happy about it. That one puzzle, I'm still kind of miffed about. But from what I've seen on the internet, other people are kind of miffed about it too. It seems to be the only one that people think is really a little bit unfair. So moving forward, we'll try to avoid the need to look up hints or spoilers for any of the other sigils and stars and collectibles. We'll try to solve them all on our own, and we'll see if we can pull that off. So, until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.